Hey, let's make some shrimp dip. Now, if you're not a seafood eater, you're not gonna like this, but now I love it, Randy loves it, most of the family does. Now, some won't eat shrimp, but anyway, we love it. And this is just a simple shrimp dip that I'll make for appetizers. I'll make it during the holidays, but it's just really easy. And so I have started with, and I threw my thing away just to show y'all, I started with an 8-ounce block of cream cheese softened, room temperature, really soft. And then I put a 1/2 cup of mayo, okay, 1/2 cup. Now I have beat that until it's a soft and it's a smooth consistency, okay? Now to that, I'm gonna add, let's see, I'm gonna start with the lemon juice, and it's gonna be a 1/2 teaspoon, and you see I'm using my bottle, and so I'm gonna go in with a teaspoon of lemon juice. And you know, the lemon juice will help cut if there's a fishy flavor or whatever to the seafood. I always add lemon juice to my tuna fish because it helps to take care of that fishy flavor sometime. All right, and so to that, then I'm gonna add the Worcestershire that calls for 1/4 teaspoon. I'm gonna measure for y'all instead of just pouring. There's a 1/4 teaspoon, okay? Now, it calls for 3 tablespoons of chili sauce, and I don't always have chili sauce, and so this is what you can do if you don't have chili sauce, because normally you will have ketchup and you will have hot sauce of some type. Now, it's not a sweet chili sauce, that's different. This is just like the Heinz chili sauce, and so I'm gonna do, it calls for 3 tablespoons, and so I'm gonna do 2.5 tablespoons of ketchup. And then I'm gonna do a 1/2 of the, maybe not quite a 1/2 of the hot sauce, because I don't want it to be too hot. And really, chili sauce is not that hot to me. Sometimes I use it in, you know, meatballs and the cocktail wieners and all that kind of stuff, but I am just gonna finish filling this up with hot sauce, because you can always go back and add some more hot sauce if you want it to have a little bit more of a kick. Again, just something you can do if you've got a recipe that calls for chili sauce and you don't have it. Okay, so let me see. It calls for minced onion, and that'll be in the recipe. I'm not big on minced onion. It has a really strong flavor, and so what I'm gonna opt for is just to do maybe a teaspoon of onion powder, and then again, we can always adjust that. So that's probably a teaspoon, because it says that green onions are optional. You may rather have your flavor. If I were gonna do onions in it, I'd rather have the green flavor than the minced onion, but you choose what you like for your family, okay? Let me make sure that I've got everything: the mayonnaise, the lemon juice, the chili sauce, the Worcestershire, the onion. Okay, and so we're gonna mix this really good. And I'm sorry this is loud, but some of you say you like to see me mix stuff, so I'm gonna try to get it around the sides and get it to where I won't make so much noise to get that off the sides. Okay, and that's what you do. And so I'm gonna use my little spatula, and I'm gonna come back around and get where it likes to try to do on the edges, where it doesn't necessarily want to go down in there, and we're just gonna mix that in, okay? Now, there's your consistency. See, it's still thick because you got the cream cheese and you've got the mayo. Now, it calls for 1 7-ounce can of the tiny shrimp, okay? That's them. I drained them really well, and then I actually put them on a paper towel to finish draining any of the liquid that was in there. And so to that, we just dump these in here and we just stir it. Now it'll need, especially if you're using the minced onions, it's gonna have to go in the refrigerator for a little while for those to plump up and not be hard like they are coming out of the jar. But it'll thicken up because the cream cheese will cause that. And it will, I usually will set mine out, I don't know, maybe 20, 30 minutes before I get ready to serve it, so that it is creamy again and it's easy to do. Oh no, we like wheat thins, we like really any kind. Fritos would be good. Wheat thins is probably my favorite. And so that is the consistency of it. Look at it, even after you've got the shrimp in there. And that makes a nice amount. Now that would be all I would make for us if it was just my family eating, okay? And let me make sure I've got everything, and I'll have it typed for you. Now this is where if you wanted to put it in a pretty bowl, and I'm going to leave it in this and just stick it in the refrigerator because we're going to eat it. But you know, you could put it in your bowl you're going to serve it in, and then chop you just some little small green onions over the top just to give it some decoration. You could put some in there if you wanted the green in there. I'm going to opt for this, and I'm going to taste of it, and you know, you can come back even after you've made it and put it in the refrigerator and see if you want to add anything different. Oh, that's really good. The flavor's good. I can taste what it's supposed to be, like the chili sauce, that tomatoey. I may put a little bit more of the hot sauce in it. I taste the onion powder, the mayonnaise. It's just really come together really well, and that is such an easy dip that you can put together. I probably wouldn't eat on it more than 3 days. I'm kind of funny about stuff like that, but it really would be better if you made it the morning, if you were going to serve it that night or the night before, and let it sit up and let those ingredients kind of complement one another, and you'll have a lot stronger flavor with everything. But anyway, just a quick dip for you to think about. Holidays are coming up. It's just something, this will be what Randy and I eat. So anyway, we went off for a few days for our 49th anniversary. I know a lot of y'all congratulated us, and we have eaten steak, Five Guys. I love their burger. We've eaten that. We've had Chinese, all those different things. And so I'm looking forward to just a simple light thing, and this will be it for us. So I hope that you'll keep faith in your heart, peace in your home, and good food on your table. I love you, and God bless.